guitar and hopes maybe that'll give me the power to fight with the enemy.
Well, hello and welcome back, and thanks for coming back. Where are we? This is the King's Avenue roundabout. If you take a left, you go down to downtown Cape of Paradise, and of course the Paphos Promenade and Harbour area. On the right hand side, if you take a right, you'd head up towards the Old Town, and of course you'd be passing the King's Avenue Mall if you fancy popping in and spending a couple of bob or two, or just wandering around on those hotter days, which are coming soon because of course it's fully air conditioned. This is Tomb of the Kings Avenue, by the way. Very, very popular part of Paphos, and of course the second most popular part of Paphos if you're coming on holiday. Paphos Promenade and Harbour area, and of course Bar Street, downtown Cape of Paphos is the number one, closely followed by this area, which of course is the Tomb of the Kings. Plenty of shops, plenty of bars, plenty of restaurants, coffee shops, hotels like this place, which is the Princess Vera Hotel. Great little place, by the way. And they've got the Harley Bar as well, which kicks up into life very, very soon indeed once the summer season starts. Well, of course, summer comes very, very easy and early on the Island of Love, which of course is Cyprus, and quite a few people like to hang out in that hotel. If your name is Lady Denise and our Sir Trev, they're coming back to Paphos very, very soon, and this time they're going to be here for 3 weeks, so hopefully they're going to pop in and see us at the Marika and Me Lounge Bar on the most famous street in the world, which of course is Bar Street. The Marika and Me Lounge Bar is open from 12 noon until 12 midnight. Those are the new opening hours as we start to crescendo towards the summer season. So perhaps if you fancy, I don't know, a cheese toastie, cheese and onion, always been one of my favourites, or perhaps a ham and cheese toastie, a cup of tea and a coffee, why not pop in and see us? And of course there'll always be a special offer waiting, especially for you. Perhaps a pint of Leon, a pint of Keo, perhaps a pint of the smooth and dark stuff all the way from downtown in Ireland. That special pint of Guinness. And if you do fancy a pint of Guinness, it's on a special price of $4.50 every day of the year. So why not come and see us and sup on a pint of Guinness or two. Tomb of the Kings Avenue, like I was saying, very, very popular part of Paphos. And of course this road goes straight out towards Coral Bay and the Peyia area. So don't click off just yet, because that's where we're going. So if you want to learn the route from Paphos to Peyia, this could be that little video that's been waiting especially for you. Now, it's called the Tomb of the Kings Avenue because here on the left is the area known as Tomb of the Kings. If you crescendo down to the left, you'll go into the car park, cross the gentleman or ladies palm with a €2.50, and you can pop into the Tomb of the Kings archaeological site and have a wander around and see some columns and some mosaics, and on top of all that you can get a fabulous, fabulous view of the blue Mediterranean Sea, because everybody knows if you come to Paphos in particular, everything's always blue. The sky, it's blue. The sea, it's blue. If you haven't guessed it by now, Mr. Paul is dressed head to toe in blue. So that must mean one thing: all that is missing is you. So why not get yourself on a big bird or a canoe or perhaps even a bicycle and start pedaling like crazy, because Paphos, Cyprus, Marika and me, you've guessed it, we're waiting especially for you, and we really, really are. And we do like to thank each and every one of you that's come and seen us at the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. We had a fabulous, fabulous opening. More than 120 people attended. The next evening was down a little bit, around about 70 people. Then, of course, we had St. Patrick's Day, packed to the rafters. And of course, now it's a little bit quiet, but I do thank each and every one of you who's come in. Last night we had more than 8 couples, and to be honest, they spent far, far more than you could have expected. So massive, massive thank you to the superstars all the way from downtown in Ireland, downtown in Liverpool, and downtown in Essex. And hopefully they'll come and join us again one of these chilly evenings on the Island of Love. on the island called Cyprus. Thank you very, very much indeed. And of course, if you are looking for a fabulous, fabulous welcome, come and see us at the Marika Lounge Bar on the most famous street in the world, which of course is Bar Street. Now, can I ask you for a favour? If you come back now and again and watch, please hit the like button and please hit the subscribe button and keep on checking in with us now and again. I ask you for that because that helps us with the YouTube algorithm, but it doesn't cost you a single penny. Often when you subscribe to something like perhaps Amazon Prime, Netflix, etc., they're going to charge you every single month, but not in the case of YouTube. It's totally free of charge. YouTube will always be free, and you can always tune in and watch ourselves or many other superstars like Ness and Andy Travels, who take you on their adventures in and around Paphos when they're here on their holidays. But of course, most of the time they're back in the UK gallivanting in a big black beast. Perhaps you can guess what that vehicle is as they take you on their adventures in and around Shropshire, venture into Staffordshire and quite often into North Wales. And a lot of people do love North Wales, including myself, because of course that's where I am from. And a big shout out to a group of girls who joined us on the grand opening at the Marika Lounge Bar, and I got to meet some superstars. Lady Sadie, thank you very, very much for bringing the crew. And of course, I got to meet two ladies, two superstars who are actually from North Wales, and of course they're from downtown Bucklie. Big shout out to Lady Mel, and of course her daughter, a blonde beauty known as Princess Megan. Thank you very, very much indeed, and hopefully you'll continue to tune into the little channel now and again. And you never know, you might pop back and see us on the island of love. We've left the little area known as Tomb of the Kings, and this now is downtown Cloracus, or Clorica, as most of us foreign nationals call it. That was the King Eliathan Hotel on the left-hand side, 5-star luxury resort. Many, many people love it, and many, many people have got some special memories in their hearts for that hotel. And in particular, there are a couple in downtown Scotland. They've got a princess. I got a feeling she's lighting up like a Christmas tree. Big, big shout out to our friends for life, Marika's King James, and of course his queen, Queen Karine. And of course, if you're a king and you're married to a queen, that must mean if you've got a daughter, she's a princess. Princess Dali, we're looking forward to seeing you guys when you come back to the Island of Love, and hopefully you'll do us the honour and come and join us at the Marika Lounge Bar on the most famous street in the world in downtown Paphos, and that street is Bar Street. Everybody knows where it is, so come and see us, and perhaps there could be a chocolate ice cream or something a little bit stronger for your mum and your dad. So, main coastal road from Paphos takes you through Cloracus, that's Clorica to you and me, takes us to Casoniga, and then we crescendo towards the area of Peyia. Coral Bay is in Peyia. Peyia obviously is in Peyia. St. George is in Peyia. And of course Sea Caves is in Peyia. And talking about Sea Caves, big shout out to my superstar of a friend. His name is Sir Richard. He's got his very own blonde beauty. And of course she's known as Julie of the Nash. And of course they've got a son. He's a Viscount. He's my little mate, but he's not that little anymore. Big shout out to the man who likes to dress head to toe in blue, Viscount Leo. And hopefully you'll come back and join us on the Island of Love very, very soon indeed. Now, there's a bus on the left-hand side, and that is the Cafe Me on the coastal road. And there are some people who like to stop there on the way to Peyia when they're going to go and see their friends in Peyia. Who are they? Baron John and Baroness Louise. Big, big shout out to you, and hopefully you're having a fabulous, fabulous day, and hopefully you're getting ready for the big event, which of course is the marriage of the baby Barnhawk. That's our girl, and of course your girl, Princess. Yes, and she's getting married to Harry the Keeper. So, Princess Fern, Harry the Keeper, we wish you a fabulous, fabulous day, and we know you're going to have a fabulous, fabulous wedding. But of course, if one of the ushers does drop out, I've got a matching suit, and I'll get on a big bird and jet all the way to the UK and make sure that you have a spectacality of a day indeed. Very, very popular place on this road is coming up on the left, and it's called the Barracas Lounge. Fabulous view out into the blue Mediterranean Sea. So if you are out on your adventures, the Barracas Lounge could be that perfect place for you. And of course, for those of you who know, further on as we get to Cassonica, there was the CU Beach Bar, hugely popular with people who come to visit the island of love, and of course with locals and all kinds of foreign nationals. But unfortunately, that has been bulldozed. Not sure what's going on there. Maybe someone else is going to open it up, but the former tenants, the people that ran it, unfortunately have lost their license, which is a huge shame. And I don't think the municipality understands that the loss that has brought to Cassonica and the Peyia area. But whatever's going on, perhaps someone else is going to open up. We wish them all the luck in the world, and hopefully they can bring it back to its former glory. On that note, talking about the CU Beach Bar, big shout out to our Friends for Life in downtown Portsmouth. If your name is Sir Daniel, greatest. And there's no doubt about that, paramedic in the world. And of course his girl, who's always right, Lady Sherry of the Right. We're looking forward to seeing you when you get on a big bird and come back to downtown Paphos. Friends for Life. I'd also like to say a massive thank you to a girl in downtown Krakow in Poland. She's always been my superstar. We met them a couple of years ago when they came to Paphos. Her name is Lady Anna. She has a husband who is a legend and a great friend of ours as well, Dr. Tomas, and they have a son who is destined to be the greatest lawyer in the world. But of course, that's only after Anna retires, because currently she is the greatest lawyer in the world. So massive thank you, Anna, Dr. Tomas, and of course, my friend and your son, Sir of the Bart, for the nice contribution via the PayPal platform. Thank you very much indeed. And very soon indeed, there will be a special drink coming to the Marika and Me Lounge Bar, and it will be known as the Dzislindobra. I can't pronounce it correctly, but I think I'm not even going to try it actually, but it's Dzislindobra, which is good morning in Polish. Please forgive my pronunciation, and I'm pretty sure that Anna is now falling off her chair. We look forward to seeing you when you come back to Paphos, and hopefully it's this summer. So get on that internet and start looking for those special flights, and I got a feeling you'll probably stay where you did before, which is the Cyprus Maris. Fabulous hotel on Hotels Road in downtown Paphos. This is downtown Cassonica. Great coffee shop on the left-hand side called the Wraith Cafe. Also got a supermarket, and there's lots of other businesses around here as well, like Marine Dive. If you want to get that suntan, perhaps if the sun is not shining like today, you can go bronze, and perhaps book into this place, which is the Atlantica Mare Village Paphos, an all-inclusive, family-orientated resort that sits on the cusp of the blue Mediterranean Sea. Now, in the distance, what you're seeing is the foothills of Peyia, and of course, we are heading towards Peyia and Coral Bay. If you're on foot, it's quite a long walk, but one or two people can do it, obviously. If you're on a bus, it'll take you around about 20 minutes. But please remember, if you're coming from the harbour, you'll have to change buses at the Tomb of the King's terminal, or perhaps walk up to the Tomb of the King's terminal and get on the bus. And then, of course, it's only one trip. That trip's going to cost you €2.50, or if you want a day pass, it's going to cost you €6.50, which probably makes more sense, I would say. But obviously, you're the guys in charge of your travels, and you're the guys in charge of your money. So $2.50 per trip on a bus in downtown Paphos and the surrounding area of Paphos, and €6.50 if you want to get a day pass. Now, as we were talking about the CU Beach Bar, there it is on the left-hand side, and the bulldozers are in, and they have literally removed everything. So I don't know what's going on, but as information comes in, I will let you know. I mean, many people are saying that someone else has taken it and it's going to reopen, but that doesn't really make much sense because they are literally removing everything. So I'll keep you updated with what goes on, and perhaps if it changes its name or it keeps its name. But fingers crossed, let's hope it reopens, because Kasalika beachfront, as you can see, is absolutely spectacular. And I mean thousands of people used to go there every single year, sit there, sup on a pint or two, and look out into the blue Mediterranean Sea. The Coral Bay Peninsula is now coming up into view on your left-hand side, and of course right in front of us is Peyia, and of course to the right-hand side is Peyia as well. Great place if you want to come for a day out, or perhaps even weekend, a fortnight, or even the rest of your life. Peyia, as many people know, is the most popular place for people to buy a holiday home in Paphos, and many people choose to spend the rest of their lives here, because Paphos is not that far from Peyia, or Peyia is not that far from Paphos, as you understand. This video is probably going to take around about 18 to 20 minutes, and I am sticking to the speed limits, and I warn you to stick to the speed limits, because this particular stretch of road is very, very heavily policed, with policemen driving around, policemen standing on the side of the road with speed cameras, speed vans, and of course traffic enforcement cameras as well. So speed limit predominantly is 50 kilometers an hour. It fluctuates between 50, 65. This stretch is now 80, but I would say to you, travel around at 55 kilometers an hour and you won't go far wrong. And if someone is stuck up your bottom, well, put your foot on the brake and go that little bit slower, just to infuriate them that little bit more. And then you can look in your rearview mirror and watch them gesticulating and that little bit of steam coming out of their ears. Like I was saying before, if you do like what you see, please hit the like, smash that subscribe. It doesn't cost you a single penny. But if you would like to keep the channel afloat, please go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. All you have to do is Google these magic words, Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me, or Marika and me, Buy Me a Coffee. Up will come our landing page. You can choose to read a little bit more about us, read a comment or two, and we all like to read the comments, don't we? And then hopefully, fingers crossed, you will gift us a virtual coffee or two. You can also join us as a Superstar member on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, starting off with only €10 a month. I'd like to say a huge thank you to our mountain man, that's Lord of the Lee and Lady Vicky, for your continued support. And I'd like to say a massive thank you to a singing sensation. She's a legend. She's married to a man who's got fabulous ears. They're in downtown Cornwall. Hopefully your weather's not too bad. If your name is Lady Kerry and of course Lord of the Tony, we thank you very much indeed. April is coming and we're looking forward to giving you a hug and a big kiss when you come into the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. We've turned for Peyia. If we would have turned to the left, we'd have gone onto the Coral Bay Strip. I'm going to say a massive thank you for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed my company. I've certainly enjoyed your company, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon indeed. All that's left for me to do is to find a lighter, a little boy's cigar, and light it up. And I'd like to say a huge thank you to Sir of the Paul. Actually, he's a lord who came to downtown Pegeia, Paphos. One owns a Range Rover, one is an ex-electrician, and he enjoyed sitting there smoking on a little boy's cigar, and I truly enjoyed his company, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon indeed. Let's get it lit up. All that's left for me to say is, life is good on the island of love. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very soon indeed.